Hi everyone, this is Jerry. This is middle game practice number 1. In this video I'll ask the viewer to find the best move, determine why it is in fact the best move, and also I'll just be sharing my own thoughts on the position at hand. So hopefully you take something away from this. Okay, from this position it's black's move. If you'd like to pause the video, see if you can find the best move for black in this position and assign some reasons why it is the best move. Okay, the best move for black in this position is pawn to a4. Now, why is this the case? Well, one reason is to maintain this knight's position. Should you not make this advance, this knight is going to be kicked away with pawn to b4. For example, king to h8. If that move were played, b4 will come, the knight is hit. After takes, this knight's going to have to run to one of these three squares, all of which are less favorable than the c5 square. So a4 could be played just to simply maintain the knight's position, but also to create a pivot point for the knight. Those are a couple of reasons that you could assign for such a move. Really what white is looking to do in this position is come here, whether or not there is a knight on this square. The ultimate goal is to essentially get to b4 with the pawn and maintain it at that b4 point so that the next advance could be c5. The end result of all of this is that more and more pawns are being exchanged, and in doing so the files are being either completely opened or half opened. The rooks are increasing in mobility, as well as this bishop here, since for as long as this pawn remains on c4 this bishop really can't see in this direction. So a lot more possibilities will exist if white is able to create these sort of pawn exchanges. So by just playing a4 right here, you're really putting a great halt to any of that sort of stuff. How might play continue from this point? We could see a move like knight to d3, trying to eliminate this knight and then maybe grab this pawn. So one follow-up we could see from here is bishop d7, adding an additional supporter to this a4 pawn should the knight be captured. Let's say it is captured. Now, how to go about recapturing this knight? This is actually another good question to be asking yourself from such a position. The general rule that I follow is to capture towards the center unless I have a good reason not to. I would be giving myself a good reason not to capture towards the center like this in this position, and the reason I would be giving is to allow my knight to make use of this now vacated d6 square, and from that square it will function quite well. Let's say white follows up with bishop e3, we could see knight d6. Does a lot of things. It's preventing this pawn from advancing, it's adding pressure to c4, e4, and it's also supporting this pawn to f5 advance, which is the advance that black is looking to implement from such a position here. So really the main thing to focus on from this position are these two pawn breaks, this pawn to b4 advance and this f5 advance. These are the two breaks that both sides are looking to get in from the current pawn structure. Is there a way that you can maybe put a halt, put the brakes on your opponent's plan? In this case, you could do that. a4 will do just that. You're essentially slowing your opponent's plan down, and in doing so, you're allowing your own plan to come with that much more of an effect. So that's all for this video. I hope you're able to take something away from it and eventually apply it in your own games. Take care. Bye.